I don't know what the entry point here is other than the fact that I think it has literally been 2 years since we talked.
Holy cow.
Shit. I know it had been a while, but damn.
The last time you were on was for the porno movie month. Naked, like softcore porno. You remember that?
Oh, right.
Sexploitation.
God, that was
talked about Michael Finley on the one I was on.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
That was 2 years.
That's
That was like
amazing.
February of 2020.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been a whole pandemic since then.
God.
Yeah.
Right before everything went to shit.
Yeah, right. As it does, as they would say, as you do. Yeah, it's been 2 years. Yeah, it's been a while. So on this episode of the Kulturecast, I'm joined once again from a long-awaited return, Heather Drain of Diabolique. Right? Is that how you want to be? How do you want to be introduced?
Well, you could do Diabolique. You could also do Mondo Heather.
Okay, that too. And Mondo Heather, that one. And Heather Drain's back.
Hello. Oh, wait, are we recording now?
Yeah, we're recording. Yeah, we're recording. Oh, what is this? Freeform podcasting.
I know. No, I love it. It's good. It makes you more adaptable. You gotta be fast on the feet. Yeah. No, I much like Satan, I go by many names and work for many places. So.
And also the man who put Mike White in the Mike White March, he programmed this entire month pretty adeptly, as always, my good friend and yours, Mr. Mike White.
Hey, that's me.
Hey, what's up, Shrimp Head? What's up, Shrimp Head? Or what the fuck do they call him in this movie? Gao-Fei. What's up, Jeff?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Another Jeff. Yeah.
Another Jeff. Jeff once again. Yeah, so on this episode of the Kulturecast, it is the final episode of Mike White March, and we are talking about a film that is a Chow Yun-fat movie, but it is not directed by John Woo, but it could have been. Maybe.
It's too trashy.
Oh, boy. God damn. All right. Big guns coming out already.
I mean, don't tell me this movie isn't trashy.
Oh, it is completely trashy.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah. But on this episode, we're going to be talking about 1992's Full Contact.
Raging unseen behind a dark empire, a secret power bids for the soul of a city, steeped in the blood of an undeclared war. Haunted by memories of betrayal and driven by revenge, a fallen warrior will battle a nemesis seduced by the promise of absolute power. In a conflict without limits, the fire of retribution will consume all who stand in its way. Chow Yun-fat. Simon Yam. And Anthony Wong. In one of the most daring films from 2 decades of action cinema. Full Contact.
So, Full Contact is directed by Ringo Lam, and it stars Chow Yun-fat, Simon Yam, and Anthony Wong. Anthony Wong not playing the character from Hard Boiled, playing the exact fucking opposite. Oh my god. And in this movie, Chow Yun-fat and his pals go and decide to clear a loan debt, and they get up with some other buddies. Simon Yam's, I guess, dueling gang of fucking strange human beings who we'll talk about. And Simon Yam's pals turn on Chow Yun-fat. And Chow Yun-fat is left for dead, Punisher style. Comes back and wreaks havoc on Judge Simon Yam's entire group. So that's the main idea of the movie. Mike, why? What motivated you to pick this one? Because you'd clearly seen this one.
Oh, I've seen this one many times. It's Chow playing a villain or a villainous character, which you don't get to see very often. We're going back to Thailand, which I forgot that, like I said, when we were talking about not Legend of Wisely, what was the very first one? The Seventh Curse.
Seventh Curse, yeah.
I was talking about how bad things happen in Thailand.
This was what you were referencing. Got it.
Well, here and that one, I mean, it's like, Boxer's Omen. It's just like, oh yeah, all this weird shit happens over there. So it's not Hong Kong. It's not Taiwan. It's not mainland China. Other places are the bad places.
Thailand is a bridge too far, apparently.
This one, actually shot in Thailand. I was very surprised about that when I saw it in the credits. And yeah, fucking crazy. I mean, this is like a living cartoon a lot of times. And yeah, very hyper stylized, but in a different way than Wu is hyper stylized.
Especially the end.
Oh boy.
Especially the end. Heather, what about you? Had you seen this before?
No, this was completely a new one for me, which was very exciting because unlike my knowledge of a lot of like Asian cinema from this era is really tiny. And it's not that I've been actually wanting to beef up. So this was perfect. And holy hell, nothing could have prepared me for the majesty of this movie. I mean, oh my God, I don't even know where to begin. Like, there's so much lime green. Like, all of the females at one point are wearing lime green, which is amazing. That's a completely superficial note, but I love it. You have a credit sequence where a girl's dancing to Extreme's Get the Funk Out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
I kept being like, this song is so familiar. And then I heard the chorus and I was like, no, they did not. No, they did not play Extreme. At least it wasn't No More Words. But I mean, this movie, it is like, I think describing it as a cartoon, I mean, it's fascinating though, because there is like a heart there, like, and it's so like, it's not quite total whiplash, but there's no fat on this piece of meat. Every minute is something interesting. Even when your mouth is hanging open and you're like, what? Did he just talk about vomiting crabs? Like, what is going on? Like, why is this crazy woman showing her panties to dudes? Like, which, by the way, is her name? Because
here we go. I was waiting for it. That was the first thing I was going to mention.
So our introduction to this amazing female, she's the female member of the super bad guys gang, and he's Judge. And he's also amazing. He's this fantastic, effeminate little man who's beautiful with a little curl. And he dresses like, do you guys remember the International Male Catalog from the 90s?
Yeah.
You guys remember that? He's wicked International Male. Like, he's got the net shirts and the ruffles. He's fabulous. And but the subtitles call her Virgin.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she dresses like a Motley Crue extra, which I think is amazing. I kind of wish girls would bring that back, because I see, like, I live in a college town. A lot of college girls will wear tiny shorts, but they just wear like sweatshirts. Like, there's no style to it. I'm like, if you're going to show your ass, girls, come on, like, put some oomph into it, get some lime green booty shorts and a red bustier or something. But she's completely insane. Like,
oh yeah.
Do you guys remember the character of Donna in Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams?
I think so.
I love Donna. I'm trying to remember the name of that actress. She's so great. But this Virgin reminded me of Donna, but on bath salts. Like, total hot mess, but really fascinating.
Oh yeah. She will masturbate at the drop of a dime, man.
Yeah. Boy, won't she?
She's the kind of woman that I'd be like, if I was a dude, I'd be like, wow, she's really hot, but I think she would probably try to bite my dick off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you want to stay away from her. Yeah, I think only Dino, a.k.a. Psycho, is the only one that could handle a woman like her.
Ooh, and who could handle a man like him is the real question.
Who can handle a haircut?
That haircut, my friend. What is that? We call that the lawnmower? What is that, the weed whacker? The little weird inverted... Is that an inverted mohawk? Is that what that's called?
He's kind of got a mohawk in there, but then it's kind of, butchered around the side. It's almost like the Boz would wear something like that.
Yeah, he kind of looks like the guy from Return of the Living Dead who gets bitten by Tarman.
Oh, okay.
Skuzz.
Skuzz, yeah.
No, it's Suicide.
Suicide, yeah. Rest in peace, that actor, apparently, according to the documentary. But he wasn't on the TMC Most Remembered or anything. But
well, who
really is? I mean, that's what he reminded me of. He's like this big kind of hulking weirdo who screams at everyone and everything throughout. He's essentially screaming throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I mostly know him from being a musclehead in Magic Cop, who they have to take down. He's got all this. He's reanimated from a corpse, and he's pretty fantastic. He's got an icicle that goes through the top of his head that controls his body. This Japanese sorceress is controlling him. He's great.
The fuck are you talking about? It sounds insane.
Magic Cop, one of my favorite films ever.
Oh my God, Lord. Mike! I think you are a magic cop. I must see this. Yeah,
it's so good. It's so good.
But to both of your points, this movie is pretty nuts. It's like if they took John Woo's movies and drug them through the mud and then smashed them through like a rusty chain link fence. There is like that level of grime and grit that the John Woo movies did not have. They were, like you said, this is kind of trashy. It is. It totally is. John Woo's movies are very slick and well put together. And there's a scene in this movie where they're doing bullets coming out of a gun.
It's like POV bullets.
Oh my God. Oh.
I love it.
It's so wild. Like, it's wild to think that they were doing this in 1992. And it's like pretty convincing, I guess. It works.
It works.
It's so good.
Mike. It's weird, that like you said, it seems like a live action cartoon, and that might be the best way to classify this movie, because there's just some things that like there's no other way to explain them other than this is a cartoon or this isn't the real world.
Right.
The real world expectations don't belong here, because again, you have three characters who throughout the entire movie are evading bullets like cartoon characters, like they're in, Looney Tunes, the three main villains who are so broadly written and so over the top that, again, they, like you said, they feel like cartoon characters. So.
Oh my God. Can we talk about I know this is stating the obvious, but Chow Yun-fat is a handsome man.
Oh, yes. We've been talking about that all month.
Good night. I'm just like, I was just telling my husband, I feel like some of the male stars that came out of Hong Kong, as much as what little I know about it, are not only more charismatic than a lot of their like Western counterparts, but they're also just have like a masculine gravitas. Because I'm sorry, I no offense to anybody if you're a big Brad Pitt fan, but I'm sorry, Chow Yun-fat is way, way, way greater than Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah,
on every conceivable level. Like, oh my God,
he's a sexy man.
That it should be criminal.
Even with his foppish idiot haircut that he has in. What was that? All About Along.
All About Along, yeah.
Yeah, this like flat top in this movie is great.
Oh, it's fantastic.
So many like backlit shots of him on the motorcycle, and it's just like you get to see him on the motorcycle in this movie finally, and it's like, all right, backlit and everything. It makes him look so fucking cool. So
with his tattoo and his bandana.
When the rain's coming down, he's got that butterfly knife, and the water from the rain is wiping the blood off for him. It's like, that's nice.
Yes, that's a total sploosh moment for sure.
I have to say, Simon Yam's pretty damn good looking in this as well, man.
He's gorgeous.
And I love how he wears those shirts or the jackets, and then he's got almost like a male bustier that he's got going on there. I'm like, the nipples hanging out of that, or what's going on there?
Yeah, when you mentioned last week, Mike, you're like, he's like a very angry gay killer. I was like, yeah, Pretty much. Like it's not even, there's no subtlety to that.
No, he's not coded as gay. He is just outright gay. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, he's probably more bisexual.
He would get banned in Florida. Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah.
How dare he want to look so fucking dashing all the time?
Oh my God. I love his little smile. Like he does this little like kind of just like evil smile, and it's just like he's so charming, but yet it's like, oh my God. And his little cute little boy toy.
Oh yeah.
I love it. Chow Yun-fat gets an adorable dog, and Simon Yam gets an adorable rent boy.
Well, there's the dog, and then there's the woman with her hair and her face burned, and she just kind of disappears after a while, right?
Well, Chow Yun-fat says, like, there was a family, and they got in the way by accident, and I'm doing this all for them, and it's like, who cares?
But she just kind of goes away.
Right.
Like,
he never goes back and does anything.
Yeah. She's there in those montages, and then just suddenly she's gone.
Yeah. But that's why he's trying to get the money towards the end to give to the girl. So it's noble. I do think if we're talking about haircuts, though, we need to address the elephant in the room, which is Anthony Wong's.
Oh, yeah. Lord.
Yeah. I love it when movies have a different hairstyle for a character turn. Because when we see his character Sam, at first he's like a sweetheart, but he's very kind of, seems kind of scared of by violence, which honestly, I think most people, if you see people getting gunned down around you, you're probably going to be a little skittish.
With wanton abandon.
Oh, yes, boy.
But he's got the ponytail. Okay, fair. But then he betrays his friends. And then the next time we see him, he's got like a curly mullet.
Yeah. As you do.
As you do. I guess that means like you're an asshole now. So to quote Wesley Willis, which I don't know if you're familiar with the Wesley Willis song, Cut the Mullet. But, yeah. Go to the barber. Tell him you're tired of looking like an asshole.
I'm more of a fan of Wesley Willis's Rock and Roll McDonald, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
McDonald's is a great place to eat. Or so I have been told.
Big Macs will make you fat.
Big Macs will make you fat. Good Lord. It's what's weird about Anthony Wong is the last Chow Yun-fat movie I watched was Hard Boiled.
Yeah.
And then watching this.
Tell me that this guy is not a chameleon. I mean,
he has some fucking range, man.
Oh, fuck yeah. He's amazing. I mean, he has been in some just incredible films. I highly recommend, if you're interested at all in Hong Kong film, look up Anthony Wong's filmography, and you're going to just see everything from, he was, I want to say he was in Ebola Syndrome, which is just craziness, and that just came out, I want to say, on Blu-ray. Mm-hmm. And then I talked about I think last week when we talked about Heroic Trio, and then he's also in the sequel to Heroic Trio. He's basically an animal, and he's got one of these flying guillotines, like the hat where you throw it and it goes around your head, and he yanks a chain and the blades cut off the person's head. He's fantastic.
Mythbusters said that that's fake.
If Anthony Wong does it, I believe that it's real.
Exactly. How dare you, Mythbusters? How dare you confront movie myths?
I say Mythbusters are mythical. I think they're fake.
Bust them.
Yeah, fake news. Yeah.
Anthony Wong was also in the third Mummy film, apparently.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, he makes weird appearances here and there, and these days he looks like such a nice old man, and then I'm just like, but I know there's something more there. I know that you got something happening, Anthony. Yeah. You're a very naughty boy.
Yeah. He's great in this movie, though. It's a lot of fun because he is, again, having just seen Hard Boiled, and that character was the worst villain of all 5 movies, without a doubt, like murdering women and children and just wanting to kill babies. Like, just no restraint. And then in this movie, he is the complete fucking opposite. Mm-hmm. It's great. He's so good in this movie.
And he's such the catalyst too, with this whole thing of like Chow trying to save him and just the betrayal that happens. And then when Chow comes back, that Anthony Wong is just now a badass. And when he shoots those guys in the bar and stuff, I'm like, oh my God, there's no reason why you need to shoot that. You shot the guy in the leg. Well, now you're shooting the other guy in the chest. That's just not right, dude.
I was just say total toxic masculinity. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he really is like, you could tell he's like the little dog trying to kind of puff up the chest and the most cowardly of ways. And that's the thing where you see this continual thing of him being without honor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand this thing in these movies where it's like that one guy dies and then they just take the other guy's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll keep her warm for you.
Yeah. It's so strange because this is the third time now they've done it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And these musical numbers that she's in are they remind me so much of To Live and Die in LA. It's like, what is going on here with just this tribal music? And then at one point, I don't know if it's part of that song, but all of a sudden they break into Bring the Noise, like a really speeded up version of Public Enemy's Bring the Noise. And I'm like, are they dancing to that? Or is that just from a different scene? It was very odd. And yeah, all these like tribal costumes that they're wearing. I'm not that familiar with Anne Bridgewater, but I really liked the Mona character.
Yeah, I mean, she's really likable. Like, you really do, yeah. And she's a good mix, or she's not so like kind of tepid. Because I think like this kind of female role, I mean, there's usually not a lot of meat to it. But she brings like a good heart to it. I will say I was initially confused because I'm like, is this a strip club? But nobody's getting naked.
Yeah.
And and it's like, but then like there's a guy with white body paint, and there's like techno music, and again, extreme. I can't. My brain that broke my brain. Not since Night of the Creeps, where you had that bathroom graffiti where it says "Striper rules." Have I been more perplexed by an '80s rock band reference? But
that final scene of the movie is great in that club. That's like, I guess it's not really. I guess it's kind of the climax of the movie. There's the kind of the fight outside, but that thing with the bullets is just.
It's very surprising that it goes on after that, because you would think that would be the end of the film.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it should be. Mm-hmm. And then he murders the virgin character just because she turned on him, I guess.
Yeah.
I was so sad about that.
Yeah, this movie's pretty brutal. I mean, he just shoots her point blank. It's Simon Yam's a bastard in this movie. But again, like that's what makes him so good in this role, and that's what makes a lot of these villains in these Hong Kong movies that we've been watching this month. They just don't give a shit. They just really go for it. And like American villains in these kinds of movies are not given such carte blanche. They really aren't. Like when people were all up in arms about Michael Myers killing a kid in Halloween, the rebooted, like the remake or the sequel.
Oh boy,
right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
you know what? Like, there's tons
of death is on the table for these movies,
right? And like babies being shot, like children, infants being put in danger.
Mm-hmm.
I like that approach with these movies where it's like, I'm not going to try to sanitize it down for you. I want it to be as kind of realistic as possible. Because if there were people like this in the real world, which there are, I don't think that they would, and I think we would agree, they probably don't draw lines in the sand that way, especially not if they're as kind of cutthroat as these people claim to be, turning on one another, shooting each other, just mowing down people on a bridge with machine guns,
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you think about it, if this was a Hollywood movie, the like kind of the young adolescent girl, like her hair would probably be slightly singed, but she's still like beautiful. And instead they're like, no, she's fucking burned. Like,
oh God, yeah.
I was like, whoa, but yeah, I'm like you guys. I love that because I feel like something that sometimes a lot of American action films lack is. It's just like the fodder factor. Like you see a lot of violence, but you don't feel any human impact from it.
Right.
And I always thought it was weird whenever people get upset about horror movies, because I'm like, well, horror movies, the victims are humans. Like they're humanized, even if it's not like the best writing or whatever. They are actual characters that you kind of get to know and get killed for the most part. There's exceptions, but we're like, especially the 80s action and stuff. It's just like hundreds of people get killed, and it's like you're playing a video game. So it's kind of nice to see that. Also, it's nice to see, because it's been a while since I've watched an action film, to see one where there's no CGI. Well, I don't know how they did the bullets, but for the most part, everything is practical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and again, I'm a huge fan of obviously the use of practical effects, and the bullet effect. Again, this is 92. I don't think any of us are expecting, high quality CGI, but when it feels very Raimi-esque. I don't know how else to right. I mean, that's kind of right. Mm-hmm. I don't know who they were being inspired by, but I've seen that shot before, or at least a similar one, and that's the Raimi shot, right? So it's that I gotta give Ringo Lam credit for kind of doing something interesting, because that's an interesting choice and an interesting thing to want to go out of your way to do. Because I mean, even the John Woo movies aren't doing bullet POV. There's that scene in Hard Boiled where you see Anthony Wong's head explode, but that's kind of it. There's nothing like this, and it works for the most part.
I am shocked that you guys haven't brought up LA Detective Mason Storm and how similar this plot is to Hard to Kill from 1990.
Oh my God.
Chris, we have failed. Cinematic blind spot has failed. We have failed as an entity, Chris.
Just in this whole being left for dead and having to recover, and just that montage of when Steven Seagal gets better. I mean, luckily Chow isn't in a coma and he doesn't have the big fake beard or anything.
He's not getting jerked off by Kelly LeBrock.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. The girl with the burned off hair is not jerking him off, nor hopefully is that super cute dog. Oh my God, that dog is adorable.
The dog's great.
The dog is so good.
That dog is so fucking adorable. Like, I just melted every time I saw It's Little Boston, which I'm especially partial to bronchiocephalic dogs. And, oh my God. And seeing Chow Yun-fat like bathe him in the river.
Oh, that was so cute.
And getting kisses from him. I was like, this is some fan service. I tell you, just Chow Yun-fat, this hot ass, badass, washing a cute ass dog. Yes. We need more of that. I mean, I don't remember seeing a Clu Gulager movie where he bathes the Chihuahua, but I would pay money for it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing. I just pictured it. Oh, wow.
I will say on my version that I watched, this is the first movie that I watched this month where the subtitles were really flying all over the place. I got the final line in the movie was not what it was supposed to be.
I'm trying to remember what it is because it's
go
a great
masturbate
line.
In hell.
In hell, right? Yeah.
I had go masturbate in heck.
That's what I saw.
Wow.
I was nuts. I was like, that can't be the line. There's no fucking way that's
it's the PMRC version of the subtitles.
Go masturbate in heck. And they were saying darn a lot too.
Yes, I noticed that. What is darn? I was trying to figure out what darn meant, because sometimes it looked like it appeared to be like fuck or
a
shit.
Name. And then there was like a name.
Yeah, it was so confusing.
Yeah, no, this is the first time all month where the subtitles were like, boy, this is weird. Yeah, go masturbate in heck. That's like Mr. Falcon. That's that level of my lord.
I was watching a version where the audio didn't line up correctly, so then I had to switch to another version, and that one, the subtitles, luckily the subtitles on the one where the audio didn't line up were better than the ones where the audio did line up, so I got a little bit of a taste of okay subtitles.
Interesting. I mean, to be fair, you could watch this movie without subtitles. Again, it's like Mike mentioned, very much Hard to Kill. It's also like the second half of the movie is very much The Punisher. It's that same man left for dead, back on a mission, which I love. I love that kind of subgenre. I guess there's, what's the other one? Death Wish isn't like that. They don't leave him for dead in Death Wish. They kill his family.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, so many movies, like the Clint Eastwoods, even some of the Mifunes, it's like, okay, we're going to beat this guy up, and
RoboCop.
RoboCop especially. I mean, that's near death, and it's very surprising that he comes back in a way.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it.
I am grateful for the subtitles though, because, and I hope to God this was accurate, this part where Donna, I'm thinking the Cheech and Chong movie, Virgin takes off her panties while she's in the car with Chow Yun-fat.
Oh God.
And or no, before she takes off, she's like, "Oh, do you see the hole in my panties?" And he says something about, "No, I see a vomiting crab."
Yes.
Or crab,
yeah, a vomiting crab. Yeah, that's what he said.
I was like, holy shit, he just read her to Phil. Oh, what a guy, man. That was hilarious. And then she takes her panties off and just starts going to town on herself while they're trying to pull off this heist. Like,
yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
That heist, I liked that heist scene. It was really interesting. I liked that it had 3 separate moving parts, and you kind of know where this is going almost immediately. It's pretty kind of obvious who's going to turn on who. But
right.
I like the tension of them being, I like these like scenes on bridges. I think there's like an interesting kind of amount of tension that you have where it's a bridge, you can't escape, you have to go out one other side. I liked that scene. And I think, is it John Woo level of action? No, but I guess my question is, Ringo Lam's an action director. Sort of, right?
Sort of, like action and drama seems to be his thing. So I always had a thing with Ringo Lam where he would set up big action scenes and they would just kind of stop. So like Twin Dragons is one where it's like, oh my God, everything is lining up to just be this huge finale. And then the cops show up and everybody disperses. I'm like, what? And kind of the same thing happens in City on Fire as well, where it's like, okay, we've got the Mexican standoff, like another movie that I can't remember the title of. And then all of a sudden the cops show up and it's like, oh, we're not going to shoot each other. We'll just, start to hide from the cops. I'm like, okay, I've seen City on Fire. I haven't seen Prison on Fire or School on Fire. So like he might have other good things out there, and then his stuff that he made in the US, like Maximum Risk and Replicant and In Hell, I think was one that he did as well. Those aren't very good.
I was going to ask, we talked a little bit about John Woo's Jean-Claude Van Damme film. Mm-hmm. What is it with Hong Kong directors wanting to work with Jean-Claude Van Damme of all people?
I think it was a little bit of him wanting to work with them, but yeah, it was such a
Which is understandable, completely understandable.
But it's weird that you just want to cut your teeth with these Hong Kong directors. And I mean, Replicant is, it is so bad. And it's okay, it's Ringo Lam, but it's not any of Ringo Lam's usual writers writing it. It's all American writers. Right, so it's like, okay, why are you doing this?
It's interesting because then you have someone like John Woo who comes to the United States, and it would seem the movies I've seen of his, like Mission Impossible 2, aren't that good either. No. And I think it is just like working, you mentioned them getting out of Hong Kong at the handoff from the British to, away from the British. Right. And it's interesting because, they left and they came to the United States to work on movies, but there might be something to be said for having stuck around and trying to work in the system to rebuild it back up, as opposed to coming to the United States and making middle of the road, it might seem, movies. I mean, again, they never had the success here that they had in Hong Kong. Regardless of seeing the movies, that's verifiable just looking at the movies that they made. Because I would assume if they had been super successful, they probably would have stayed here. They would have continued to make movies here. Because if you find an audience that's here, it's a pretty nice audience to have of people that are interested in your movies, but they ended up both going back to Hong Kong and working in Hong Kong cinema. Before
Ringo Lam's unfortunate, untimely demise when he was not that old.
Yeah, 63, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame. I mean, it's similar to Barry Wong with Hard Boiled, right? It's like, you have someone who clearly, Ringo Lam, he has an eye for action in this movie. I don't understand how his other movies aren't like this, because this feels like make more movies like this. This doesn't seem like captured something here. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of what American action movie this reminds me of, other than that Steven Seagal movie that apparently I didn't realize it reminded me of. But I guess that layer of like grime on this movie is what I really like. Like you see the poster and you just get it. It's humid, it's hot, you can feel the sweat, it's nasty. Like I love these kinds of movies where it's not this like there's nothing polished about it. It's just it is what it is.
Well, people might chafe if I said this, but it reminds me a little bit of Michael Mann with this whole like neon color scheme that they have.
Totally.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, that would explain why I enjoyed it so much too, because I'm such a sucker. I'm such a sucker for that look. Yeah, and I mean, granted, this is my first and so far only Ringo Lam film, but the direction's really assured. Like, I mean, if this was all you had to go on, yeah, I'm with you, Chris. I don't know why he didn't make more movies like this, because, I mean, this movie, like I said earlier, it's tight.
Yeah.
Like everything just feels like purposely placed and integrated really, really well. And holy shit, like some of the violence is like, I mean, like right from the beginning where we see, Judge stab that poor girl at the jewelry store. It's like, shit. I mean, it's brutal. Also, I don't know if this film is a very good PSA for the police force in Thailand.
Well, that's the thing. I was like, there are so few cops. I think like had this taken place, this is kind of, again, condemning what life is like outside of China. And it's like, hey, outside of China, the cops show up and they just get gunned down, like what they show up at the jewelry heist. And I don't remember if we see many cops otherwise. Like they show up way too late to the house being set on fire.
Yeah. There's an allusion to them. I know later on in the bar, in one of the bar scenes where Judge says, tells one of the guys, don't let anybody call the cops.
Right.
And obviously that works because we don't see any cops.
Yeah. It's funny, Mike, now you said like the seven curse, like this is the second time we've seen like mainland China is where it is at. Please do not leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Will do. It doesn't have the political overtures that some of the John Woo movies do.
No, definitely not. I mean, you could see like if you ever sit down to watch Bullet in the Head. I mean, the Tiananmen massacre is pretty much like right there inside of that movie. So yeah,
interesting. Yeah, I would be curious. As this is the end of the month, I would be really curious to watch more Hong Kong cinema. I mean, what a surprise, right? Everything we watched this month was so good. Like, why wouldn't you want to watch more? Why wouldn't you want to watch more of these movies? I mean, Jesus Christ. Most people in the United States, the only Hong Kong cinema movie they know, if it's not Hard Boiled, is probably Infernal Affairs. Yeah. And that's only because The Departed exists. Without The Departed, they probably wouldn't even know that. Which is a shame, because Infernal Affairs is a really good movie. It's better than The Departed by leaps and bounds. Which is sad to say, because The Departed's a good movie, for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would be more than happy to help program another month of stuff, Chris.
Just give me the opportunity. Just give me the chance. Yeah, this was really good. It's a really good movie, a really fun movie. Again, it doesn't offer much in the way of like things to say.
No, but it's not really the thinking man's action film, but I think that's okay. Yeah, you don't need that every time.
No.
I mean, this is, I think the thing that defines a really truly great like kind of cult type action film are colorful villains. That's the thing. You need amazing villains, and I'm like hard pressed right now to think of a movie that's got more colorful villains than this amazing motley crew, especially my beloved Virgin. I love this actress Bonnie Fu. So she just the gusto.
Oh yeah, she goes for it.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she is so crazy, and I'm down for it. It's like seeing just like if anybody's ever known like somebody who like was a friend, I had a friend who used to be an exotic dancer, and just I'd hear a story about some of the crazier strippers, and it's amazing. Like she's got crazy stripper energy, and I love it. If you throw on some Motley Crue or some Prince, like Virgin is going to destroy every man in that vicinity.
Yeah,
either with the gun or her vagina, but either way, it's going to be a good time.
It's on.
Yeah.
Only a man like Dino could handle her.
That's right.
Right.
Oh God. Yeah. I love it when Judge like slaps Dino around later and being like, if you're so tough, how come you couldn't control your woman?
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The thing I found interesting though, and I'm kind of curious what y'all thought about the ending. The ending felt like a kind of a cop-out. I was curious as to why Chow Yun-fat's character ended up surviving when they painted it like he was just gonna die.
That was weird.
Right?
Yeah.
And then he just stands up. I was like, all right, the movie's over. Like, makes sense. He let his other two friends go off in peace. He took down the bad guy. I've seen this. It was like in The Killer, right? Like, kind of the ending makes sense. And then it's like, now he lifts himself up, which, by the way, lifting yourself up with a gun is fucking cool. That's a cool little thing. Like, pushing yourself up off the ground with a pistol's great.
Yeah.
But it was weird. Like, this is such a weird ending for this kind of movie. That was like a very American Western ending for the movie. Like, oh, you can't end on a low note. We got to end on a high note. And he drives off, giant bullet in his chest. Like, all right.
It really reminded me of the first John Wick. I think because of the rain and everything. Like, had the dog come running up to him at the end, then I would have been like, oh, yeah, this is total John Wick.
You're just ripping off John Wick. I did kind of get John Wick vibes from this movie. Again, I think it was probably the neon, like you mentioned. Mm-hmm. So,
I would have loved it if his last line, as he's like lifting himself up, as he's like, he kind of gasped out, "I can't leave my dog with Sam." Like it's like, this motherfucker took my woman and shot me. I'm not letting him have my dog.
That's right.
So Mike, I'm curious, of the movies we watched this month, which one stands out to you as the Chow Yun-fat performance of the month?
Oh, gosh.
Since you hadn't seen some of these, not all of these are pre-watches.
Yeah, I think I was most surprised by An Autumn's Tale. And I think that might have been my favorite performance of his, which is weird because it wasn't an action film. It wasn't a comedy. I think I still would go back to Tiger on Beat, like in a heartbeat, or any of the John Woo films. But I think An Autumn's Tale was like the most surprising thing for me, that I'm really glad that we watched that one.
Yeah, I would agree. It was a movie where I didn't know what to expect, and when I came out of it, I was like, Chow Yun-fat's got some range. It was great that it was like the second movie of the month too.
Yeah,
because the first movie that we saw was complete antithesis of that, with the Chow Yun-fat fighting the blood curse demon with a rocket.
And Chow Yun-fat showing up for 5 minutes in that whole movie.
Yeah, well, there is that.
Yeah,
but you didn't know that, so it's okay. But that was pretty great. Yeah, Heather, if you want to check out a great movie, The Seventh Curse, Chow Yun-fat blows up a blood demon with a rocket launcher.
That's enough said. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like the least crazy thing in the entire movie, but it's a pretty good starting place. It's a Chow Yun-fat is an interesting actor, and it is a real shame that he has not had as much exposure to American audiences to this kind of stuff as he had to the kind of attempts at this kind of stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Americanized attempts, Replacement Killers, whatever the hell.
Corruptor,
Bulletproof Monk.
Ugh.
Pirates of the Caribbean 3 on Stranger Tides, or World's End, or whatever the fuck.
Wait, is he in that?
He plays the Chinese pirate in the third Pirates of the Caribbean movie at the beginning when they're in Hong Kong. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Hollywood is the devil.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure he has like a crazy scar on his face, too.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep. Yeah, no, there's a reason Chow Yun-fat doesn't work in American cinema anymore, and I don't fucking blame him.
No.
One bit.
Oh my God. Can we also agree that Disney's the devil then too? Because that's a Disney movie, right?
What?
The Pirates?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally is.
Yeah.
I mean, they wanted to, it's weird. That was like the beginning of putting Chinese actors into your movies. Because now they do it, Fan Bingbing and...
Well, now it's like it opens up that market for China. So they stick in the secret Chinese cut of, what was it, Avengers 2 maybe?
Yeah.
Or one of the Iron Man films and stuff. And it's like, okay, maybe now put in some of these actors and just leave them in and don't have the alternate cut for the Chinese market.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. There was some other movie that was like really obvious. I don't remember. Was it
The Meg?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that was a Tencent production. So.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But then then you've got those weird movies like that Jackie Chan, Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where it's Western actors doing that over there.
Yeah.
The Man in the Iron Mask or whatever. I think that's what it's called.
That was. Yeah, it wasn't Iron Mask, but it was very similar to that, and I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it took me forever to find a version that had either subtitles or that was dubbed so I could actually see it, and then I watched it. I was like, why did I bother?
I heard it was like the first 5 minutes of the movie is Jackie Chan and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, and then it really just jumps off a cliff.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, speaking of Steven Seagal, that Steven Seagal movie, China Salesman, with Mike Tyson, where he's in it for literally 5 minutes and the movie is 2.5 hours long.
Mm-hmm. Or where...
Look at Heather's just like, what? Yeah. Heather, I broke Heather.
She broke me.
It's 2.5 hours long, and it has Steven Seagal and Mike Tyson in it. Neither of them are the main character, and...
Right. Well, that's the one where Mike Tyson fights Steven Seagal's body double, right?
Yeah. It's in the first, and that's in the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Wow. Yeah.
And it's like 5 minutes long because, of course, you can't get away with a body double of Steven Seagal for that long.
Oh, well, what you can do is, have you seen the shot with the his face inside of the motorcycle helmet?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
have you seen
boy.
the shot of his face inside of the helicopter?
No,
From the
I haven't
end of
seen that
Perfect
one.
Weapon? Oh, it's just as bad. It's,
wow.
the shot from, what the fuck movie is that from? Is that General Commander?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, Heather, I don't know if I told you, I started a Steven Seagal podcast, and it's a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. It's
Holy
a walking
shit.
nightmare.
You're
Steven
a stronger
Seagal's
man.
DTV films, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so have you done the vampire one yet?
Not yet.
Oh, it's rough.
I'm getting close. Oh,
It's-
I've China Salesman is just the one of the worst movies I've ever seen. So.
That sounds actually worse than, I think it's Against the Darkness.
Yep,
I
that's
believe
right.
Yeah, a friend of mine who is like a big martial arts guy wanted to rent it as a lark. And so we're like, okay. And I love vampire movies, even like cheesy, like ridiculous ones.
Mhm.
And oh shit, though. It was what cracked me up is so many of the fight scenes, instead of a body double, it's like Against the Darkness was like, I think that's a clue to his fight scenes because you just see his head lit and then the rest of his body. And I mean, I just wish, like, dude, I mean, people's bodies change as you get older. Embrace
Right.
the chunk. Like, how badass would it be to see like a dad bod whooping some ass? I would be down, but instead it's just like, and with that weird dyed hair. But
Right.
a late friend of mine used to
Yeah.
call him Fat Dracula.
The dyed hair is bad, but the dyed goatee is worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Hot dog skin, black goatee. It's just like, oh, you know, human
Yeah.
hot dog, dude. Yeah. What's really funny about Steven Seagal is he's the kind of actor who he thinks he's Chow Yun-fat. Like he thinks he's that level of actor, and then you watch him and stuff, and you're like, you're not. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Chow Yun-fat. I swear to God, Mike. What a good choice for this month. Seriously.
Yay.
Seriously. Yeah, it wasn't depressing Russian dystopian apocalypse. So Heather, that was the joke. The first Mike White March of the pandemic, Mike had picked like post World War II.
Yeah,
Right.
it was mostly like the theme was sci-fi from outside of the United States. So we watched some French, some German, some mostly Russian though, it felt like.
Right. And it was right when the pandemic was starting. And it was just like, oh fucking come on.
Yeah.
This is
it
a
was
bit
rough.
much for all of us. Yeah. So this month though, some great choices, Mike.
Why, thank you.
Some fun movies. Who knows what next year will bring? But that's one more Mike White March in the bag. It's like 4
Woo!
5 now.
Wow.
My lord, yeah. So yeah, Heather, what are final thoughts on Full Contact?
I absolutely love it. I'm looking forward to watching it again already. I highly recommend it. I think it's got a ton of ultra violence, great characters, great acting, great colors. And I think this movie actually made me kind of like an Extreme song for just even a hot moment. And I give that props. I mean, at least they didn't use any Firehouse though. So extra points for that. No Firehouse. Yeah. No, I loved it, and I'm so glad you guys had me on this episode to discuss it.
Yeah, it's been way too long, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 2 years is 2 years too fucking long. What about you, Mike? Final thoughts?
thank you so much, Chris, for having me on, letting me program this month. And I'm so glad that it's been such a fun journey, other than the horrible, as you said, dick kick last week with All About How Long.
Oh my God.
But still, great film, just not something that you want to put on and enjoy. Definitely not a full contact.
No, that's a emotional dick kick is the best way of emotional slap even.
Yeah, so. I'm glad that we were ending on a higher note.
Yeah, oh yeah. This is so much fun. Again, if you're the kind of person who's like, I don't watch foreign cinema, you don't watch the right kind of foreign cinema, I don't think. Because this kind of stuff is like, crossover appeal is right there. Like, you shouldn't even have to show someone a clip from this movie, be like, isn't this some shit you'd be entertained by? Then watch it. Like, stop pretending like the only thing we can watch is American action movies, because this blows most of the movies they're making in the 90s in our country out of the fucking water. I would rather watch this than fucking Hard to Kill. I really would. There's actually a lot of action in this movie. More than just, Steven Seagal throwing hands. That's the other thing about this movie that I do appreciate. It's varied. All of these movies have like varied set pieces. It's not just one thing over and over again. So,
right.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God. Preach it. Oh, I agree so much. And also, if everybody, I hope to God, I can't imagine any of your listeners being like this, but if somebody's ever like, I don't want to watch foreign movies, what is wrong with you? we live in this planet full of amazing, diverse cultures and art and vision. Embrace it. Like, I'm sorry, that's just like living off of like dumpster French fries. Come on. Dudes and dudettes, expand your vision. Expand it. Come on. Life's a gift, as messy as it can be. So yeah, come on. I would want to slap somebody if they said that in my presence.
I agree.
Like, what is wrong with you? Come on. That's like somebody saying, like, I don't like fun. Like, come on. What's wrong with you? Yeah.
I'm with you. It's, again, I don't understand the hill to climb to get people to watch foreign films. It's on Netflix. I mean, there's so many Indian cinema films on Netflix. Hong Kong cinema, not so much. I think that's probably the biggest takeaway from this month, Mike, is these movies are hard to find.
Yeah,
that's a shitty thing. That's really shitty.
I wish there was a channel like your Eros for Indian films. I wish there was one for this. I mean, I was living high on the hog when I was in China, and there was one channel on TV that just showed old Hong Kong movies like this, and it was bliss. I would just turn on a movie in the morning. I just turned on the channel, and I had this game where I would try to figure out what the movie was just by the actors or some of the themes that were going on. Wasn't always successful, but it was just so much fun watching a lot of movies that I had never seen before. And yeah, I wish there was that type of channel or streaming platform here in the States, because I think people would love watching some of these films.
It's hard. It was hard even to find, like, we had Hard Boiled, obviously, because you gave it to me. But if I had to go find it on my own, you have to buy the physical media. That's it.
Right.
That's it. That's your only option. And that, again, I'm not lamenting, oh my God, physical media sucks. Physical media is restrictive to the amount of people that could see it. I mean, if this was on Netflix, someone would stumble upon it by accident, or it'd be pushed by the algorithm. And, there are plenty of people that have plenty of stuff on Netflix that they would like to watch new stuff because they've seen everything on Netflix. I can't imagine that that's not the case. And it is a shame, like you said, Heather, because it feels like it's a hard... I feel like we don't have it as much on Netflix because it's a hard hill to get people over to watch foreign films, which I just don't get.
Right.
Other than, like, I have to read, which...
if
that's what it is, people should just get in the habit of putting subtitles on all the time.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's just such a minor complaint. Just it's like when you used to think, you hear people be like, "Oh, I don't watch anything in black and white." It's like, what is wrong with you? Like, this is there are so many different ways to make a movie and portray a movie, and that should be embraced. I also kind of think sometimes, like, especially in America, we get kind of babied. We're treated like babies, by a lot of mainstream just mainstream media. It's like, oh, we don't want to push it. Well, give people a chance. I think most people, even though the pandemic has made me question this a lot, I do think most people are inherently intelligent, and if they're given the opportunity and the chance to widen their horizons, I mean, I think sometimes, a lot of people, especially because we live in an age where people binge things, I mean, surely you get tired if all you're binging is like, say, if you eat a bunch of pizza's great, but by the end of the week, you don't want to eat another pizza
right
for a long time. I mean, giving people maybe the chance to have more varied content would be nice.
How many times can people really watch The Office? Like, that's my question. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And, to your point, Heather, it's the amount of varied content that we could be taking in is, I think it could be increased. I think these platforms could do a better job, actually, of showing, like, different kinds of content, like pushing something that you're not watching normally just to see. It's, I don't know, it's strange times we live in. But at the same time, great, because, you can find these online if you look. They're not entirely impossible. It would just be nice if they were easier for more people to find, because I mean, there's so, like we said on the Patreon exclusive episode, which you can get for $1. These, especially the John Woo movies, really informed the American action film milieu for like 20, 30, still. The action movies that are being made now are, you can draw direct lines to John Woo's Hard Boiled and A Better Tomorrow, like, direct lines. So it's weird that people aren't watching those movies, but they're watching, Arnold Schwarzenegger films, but they're not watching Chow Yun-fat movies, or, again, there are plenty of other Hong Kong actors than Jackie Chan. That's like the only one. Like, that's the one that made it here, is Jackie Chan. There, like, very few others really did.
I think we might have mentioned Donnie Yen is there, but it's not like people know his name. They might be like, oh, it's that guy.
From Rogue One.
Right. But yet him and his own action films are fucking amazing. And then Jet Li, but Jet Li's been saddled with so many bad movies. I mean, the one is a guilty pleasure, but so many other ones, it's like, oh, you poor guy. Like, Lethal Weapon 4 and The Mummy 3. I mean, it's just bad news. Yeah.
It's unfortunate because, again, we've seen these actors, some actors come over and have immense success, and then some actors don't, and it's strange. It's really strange. And, it seems to be a problem for non-white actors more than white actors, because there are plenty of Australian and English actors who work in America that most people don't even know that Hugh Laurie is British. Most people who love House don't even realize he's British because he does such a convincing American accent. And like, I don't know what the deal is with other actors not hitting it here, but like, you watch Chow Yun-fat movies like I did this month, and I go, why don't more people in the States know about this? Because all we've got was just like pretty much garbage from the sound of it. I'm not going to watch Replacement Killer or Corruptor. I've seen the movies that they're essentially ripping off. I don't really want to watch Diminishing Returns or poor facsimiles even.
Right.
So,
which also sounds like the name of some of these movies, like the Hollywood versions, like
poor facsimile.
Diminishing Returns.
Diminishing Returns would be what would that be? What would Steven Seagal be playing? An IRS agent?
Oh, there you go.
Right. Steven Seagal.
They thought they could,
They thought they could embezzle the money. They thought they could break the law. They weren't ready for diminishing returns. I've got to stop these IRS fraudsters. Or he would say something strange because he's an insane person.
He would say, I think you filed late.
Yes.
You know what, though? And I will say this because Trevor and I are going to be talking about it soon. The Glimmer Man, kind of a fucking amazing movie.
Okay. That's where he plays the Jewish superhero, right?
Jonathan Glimmerman.
Yes.
John K. Glimmerman. No, it's where he plays a man who you can only see a glimmer of him when he.
Oh, okay.
It's so fucking insane. But he's actually really funny.
Wow.
Right. I think he's funny because he doesn't. It's like Schwarzenegger and Jingle All the Way. It's like, I don't think you realize that you're supposed to be funny.
Oh, okay.
Funny in spite of the fact. So.
Right. Funny how? Like he's a clown? like he amuses you?
Damn it, again. Heather, it has been a reoccurring joke that Mike and I cannot go a singular podcast this year without referencing Goodfellas. And it's been non-movie stuff. It's been like TV show podcasts will bring it up somehow. And
That's
like, it's not forced either. Like this, like what Mike just did. Oh my God. Oh, jeez. So yeah, on that note, let's take a break and we will play a preview for the first podcast of next month.
तुम लोग मुझे ढूंढ रहे हो और मैं तुम्हारा यहाँ इंतजार कर मुझे तुम्हारी जरूरत है और मैं तुम्हारी हर जरूरत पूरी कर सकता हूँ मुझे आपका सौदा मंजूर है डावर साहब कह दूं तुम्हें क्या चुप रहूं दिल में मेरे आज क्या है तो बोलो तो जानू गुरु तुमको मानू चलो ये भी वादा है कुछ दिन पहले डॉग्स पे एक मामूली सा पुल थे मगर आजकल मुंबई के बहुत बड़े गैरेज का मालिक है डावर का ये बराबर का पार्टनर है मैं कितने अलग से मुझे इस पर तुम्हारे साइन चाहिए जाओ पहले उस आदमी का साइन लेकर आओ जिसने मेरे हाथ में ये लिख दिया था उसके बाद मेरे भाई तुम जिस कागज पे कहोगे मैं उस पर साइन कर दूंगा
That's right. Next month, we're going to be talking about Indian cinema once again, and we're going to be kicking it off with Diwar, which is an Amitabh Bachchan film. I am super excited. Diwar, what was it we watched this month, Mike, that was a remake of Diwar? Something we watched this month was it's fucking A Better Tomorrow.
Oh, right.
Is a remake of Diwar. Which
really?
Is, yeah, it's two brothers on opposite sides of the law.
Oh, my. I had no idea.
Yep. So I'm excited to talk about that. I'm always excited to talk about Indian cinema, obviously. Shout out to my Indian audience, which that's a real thing. It's a long story, Heather.
Respect.
Yeah. And I will be joined by our good friends from the East and West Coast, respectively, Mr. Cullen Gallagher and everybody's favorite West Coast Mothman, Big Rich Haddam. Your favorite, Mike.
That's right. Damn straight he is.
Yeah. So until then, Heather, where could people find you when you're not here?
When I'm not here, you can find me over at my website, mondoheather.com. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram, also under @mondoheather.
What about you, Mr. Mike White?
You can always find me over at the Projection Booth Podcast, which is available, oddly enough, at projectionboothpodcast.com, where tonight, in just a few hours, I'm going to be dropping a pretty deluxe episode starring one Miss Heather Drain.
Woo! Oh, I'm so excited. We had so much fun doing that. Can we say what it is?
Yeah, sure.
Blonde Ambition, John O'Mara. Oh, my God. I can't believe we got the amazing guest co-hostess April from the Rialto Report. She is a living doll.
She's fantastic.
She is so great. And that voice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Butter.
I know. She could narrate a noir.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't she be so great at that?
She would be.
Yeah. But so, yes, it's going to be fun. Chock full of great interviews and film insight.
All of what you should expect when you listen to the Projection Booth, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell yeah.
You know, a good movie podcast.
Oh, stop it.
Hey, I'll call this
wonderful.
one bad on my own. No, but seriously, Mike, before I plug my stuff, thank you so much as always for doing an entire month of shows. It's and the Patreon exclusive for only $1. $1.99. What? $1.99 is $2. 99 cents. Yeah, this has been a good month, Mike, as always. So, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for being a friend, as the Golden Girls would say.
Doom, 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 doom.
And as for me, cstachiw.com is where you can go to find my stuff. That's my link tree. Mike and I do some other shows together. Columbo, Barney Miller, Dreams for Sale, Kolchak tapes, Jesus Christ. How many more can I add? There will be one more coming soon, but not yet. Yeah, we like working together. You tolerate working with me. I don't know.
Yeah, we tolerate each other pretty good.
I don't know who tolerates who. If one of us is easy to get along with, it's probably not. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's Mike. I don't know. And Heather, it's been a while, but thank you for joining us. It's been great. It will not be the last time this year, that's for sure.
Woo! I'm excited. It's great to be back. I always love being on your show, and I think you are phenomenal.
Well, thank you. And hey, you know what? Steven Seagal came up this time, and it was organic and natural.
It's always organic and natural. I like Steven Seagal.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go.